Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time and wherever you're watching from. Welcome. This is lesson 2 of what we're going to do with our eyeshadow. So, lesson 1, we learned to stamp our color on and do a spot blend, okay? We're not blending it out, we're not blending it up, anything like that. It's naturally going to blend into the crease, okay? And so we were just making circular motions like that into that V, the third quadrant that we have. Remember, the eye has 1 quadrant, 2 quadrant, 3 quadrants, okay? It's split up into 3s, and that just makes it easier for your makeup application. Remember, we started with Vanilla Diamond all over from lash line to eyebrow. It's just a neutral color. We put that on there because we want the darker shadow to have a little bit of slip when you're blending, okay? So we're using black because it's the darkest I have, and it shows up and it will show you the fallout that you could get and things of that nature. So it's just to help. I also wear black all the time. Y'all know this about me. So what we're going to do now, still using our same 2 brushes, our angled brush and our blending brush, okay? Like I said before, you can use a shadow brush like this, a shadow brush like this, a shadow brush like this. Any shadow brush that you have, you can use, but you do need a good blending brush, okay? And mine just happens to be Morphe. I've got some from MAC. I've got some from e.l.f. that I paid $1 for at Walmart that I love. You just need a flexible, fluffy blending brush, okay? So what we're going to do now, we're going back into our black shadow. We're going to just dip, tap off any excess, and we're just going to come, I'm going to get real close to you again. Okay, I'm just going to stamp this right here, okay, just right on the mobile lid, right here, right at the lash line, okay. I'm just stamping it just like that. I'm just deepening this corner out, okay. We're just going to stamp it all right here because I need this pretty deep for what we're going to do, okay. And it doesn't have necessarily a huge shape right now. We're getting there, okay. So now we're going to take our blending brush after we've stamped color on there, stamp that color right there, okay. Now we're going to take it, we're going to close our eye, and we're going to do little circles, okay. This time, though, we're moving in this direction, okay. We're going from third quadrant to second quadrant to first quadrant, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a gradient eye using 1 color and 2 brushes, okay. So what we're going to do is you're going to start, close your eye, and you're just going to start making little bitty circles all the way across, okay. That's what you're going to do at first. Just make little bitty circles all the way across your eye, okay. I'm just taking it and literally going from I'll do this third quadrant, second quadrant, first quadrant. Just little bitty circles just like this, just moving it all the way across, okay. This is a strange finger motion, okay. It's a hand motion, I know. Again, notice where I'm holding the brush. I'm holding it down at the end because this is going to give you the most blendability, okay, and that's what we want. So we're just going to keep blending across in little circular motions, okay. Now, after we've done that a couple of times, we're going to come back up here into that third quadrant, and we're going to do rainbow, back and forth, rainbow, back and forth, okay. Just literally doing rainbow, okay, rainbow, half circle, whatever you want to call it. You're just going to do that right there in your crease. Now, if you don't know where your crease is, I explained it in the first video. I'll explain it again. You can feel it right at the top of your eyeball when you touch your eyes like that, okay? You also can close it and see your crease when you open your eye. You put the brush right there and it's right in your crease. If you have a mono lid and you do not have a crease at all, you're going to have to carve out your crease, okay? So this technique will be a little bit different for you. If you want me to specifically do one for mono lids and how to carve out and all that, let me know down below. I'll be happy to do that. But in the meantime, we're just going to go back and forth, okay? Just blend it out, back and forth, just like this. And I'll get real close to you. Okay, look at my nose, sorry. Just back and forth like that, okay? That's all we're doing. Now, we're going to come and do a few little circles. Just blend that out a little bit. And when you're doing the rainbow motion back and forth, it's moving it up a little bit, which is what we want. It's moving it a little bit above our crease, which is what we want because we want to be able to see all the work that we put in, okay? And then I'm just coming down here and just wiping back and forth like this, okay? Just like this, okay? Just back and forth. Just right here on that first quadrant, okay? And just get it in there like that. And now you can see darkest, next darkest, lightest. Okay, so now you have made a gradient ombre eye using one color, two brushes, three techniques. We'll say three techniques because the circles, the rainbow, and the straight line. Okay, so now you have a gradient eye. You can keep blending and playing with it if you want to. You can go back and use your angled brush and pick up a little more product and come right here and stamp it again and just make that a little darker and a little deeper. And if I do that, I'm just going to do little B circular motions right there and just blend that in. Okay. So now you have a gradient eye all the way across. Okay. Let me see. So we've got a little bit of fallout right here that we need to clean up. You can take a cotton ball and put some rose water on it and wipe it away. If you do your foundation and stuff before you do your eyes and you have fallout like this, the best course of action is to take a Q-tip, a dry Q-tip, and just lightly sweep over the mistakes, the fallout, like that. And then take your sponge that it's just got leftover product on it and just put that on there like that. And your cleanup is complete. Okay, and you can go back and take your powder if you need to powder it down or whatever. You can do that. So you can see on this eye, I did a gradient with the brown. So you can kind of see what it's going to wear like all day. Kind of see what I did with that. So, but I just wanted to show you with the black because that's usually what I do. Is do black, but today I went with brown, and so I just got jumped on here to show you with black. So that is how you make a gradient eye, an ombre eye, using one color, two brushes, three techniques. Now if you want to use eyeliner, now is the perfect time to use eyeliner if you didn't do it before. I always do my eyeliner before. I didn't want to have any on though to show you because I wanted to show you how the color fades down to the lash line and all of that. I didn't want any eyeliner messing with that because I wanted you to be able to see the view all the way through and across just like that. Okay, and I did have eye primer on to start. Then I used Vanilla Diamond as my all over base from lash to eyebrow. And then I went in with the black and started in the third quadrant, moved my way to the first, and did the gradient ombre eye. So now if you want to put eyeliner on, well, excuse me, y'all out like I've done this before. So this is just ink liquid liner. I gotta look at my mirror right here. Just like that. Wow. See, just like that. Okay, so we just put some liquid eyeliner on. And y'all know I like to go back and take a angle brush, or any kind of, I mean, you can use any small brush. Then I just run this over the liner, and this makes it stay all day. And so if you get a little bit outside the lines, again, just take a Q-tip, and I wouldn't do this if I were working on you, but you just clean it up like that. You can put some rose water on it if you need to clean it up or whatever. So to finish the looks, we ended up with 3 brushes, just because I like to put the shadow over the liner because it helps it last longer. So there you go. Gradient eye, one color. So we've learned to do circle motions. We've done rainbow, and we've done straight line across. We've used 3 techniques. If you want to see in depth on any of those 3 techniques where I just focus on just that, let me know in the comments down below. I'll be happy to do that for you. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. Let me know if it was helpful. Let me know what other tips and tricks you would like to see. And that's it for now, and I'll talk to you soon.